比赛，欢迎1号参赛者王小琪居居，为我们带来的故事是 True Well。2号小朋友涂雅琴3年请准备。
My story is True Wealth. Once upon a time, there lived a very rich and wealthy man in a big town. He always boasted about his wealth to his friends and relatives. His son was studying in a distant city, and he returned home for vacation. The rich man wanted to show off to his son how rich he was. He plans a day's visit to the entire town to show him the lives of the poor people. The father and the son took a chariot and visited the entire town. They returned home after 2 days. The father was happy that his son was very quiet after witnessing the sufferings of the poor due to lack of facilities. The father asked his son, "Dear boy, how was your trip? Have you enjoyed it?" "Yes, my dad, it was a great trip with you," the son replied. "So, what did you learn from the trip?" the father asked. The son was silent. "Finally, you have realized how the poor suffer and how they actually live," said the father. "No, father," replied the son. He added, "We have luxurious and expensive lives imported from various countries, but we have countless stars lighting their nights. We have a house on a small piece of land, but they have abundant fields that go beyond the horizon. We are protected by huge and strong walls around our property, but they bond with each other, surround themselves with their fellow beings. We have to buy food from them, but they are so rich that they can cultivate their own food." The rich father was stunned and speechless on hearing his son's words. Finally, the son added, "Dad, thank you so much for showing me who is rich and who is poor. Thank you for letting me understand how poor we really are. True wealth is not measured by money and poverty. True wealth is created in good friendships and compassionate relationships." Thank you.
好，谢谢弟弟的演出。接下来我们欢迎2号参赛者涂雅琴3年，为我们带来的故事是 The Magic Cooking Pot。请3号参赛者王玉伦 Allen 请准备。
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Sunny. Today, I will tell a story. The magic cooking pot. The little girl lives here. She is here with her mother. They have no money and they're very hungry. "Oh, mother," says the little girl, "I'm hungry, hungry, hungry." But little pot, stop. And the pot, stop. Now you can eat. It's very good, says the little girl. It's delicious, says the old woman. You can have this. When you want to eat, you say, cook, little pot, cook. And the pot cooks and says, stop, little pot, stop. And the pot stops. Now you can eat. You are so nice, says the little girl. The little girl runs home. Look, mother, it's a magic cooking pot. Cook, little pot, cook. And the pot cooks. Then says, stop, little pot, stop. The pot cooks nice hot porridge. Oh, said the mother. Oh. One day, the little girl go out. She go out to play. The little girl go out for a long time. I'm hungry, said her mother. What do I say? Oh, yes. Cook, little pot, cook. And the pot cooks. Then said, stop, little pot, stop. And the pot cooks nice hot porridge. Oh, said the mother. But she doesn't say, stop, little pot, stop. She doesn't say the right word. So the magic cooking pot doesn't stop. Thank you for your listening.
第3名，接下来我们要欢迎3号参赛者王玉伦 Allen 为我们带来 Adventures of 孙悟空，请4号简浩庭 Austin 请准备。
The light is good, but sometimes it's boring. I have to find something to enjoy myself. Cool! What a beautiful place! How come there is a silver ball on the ground? Suddenly, the ball turns into a huge net and catches me. Meanwhile, here comes the voice. You have to pass 3 tests, or you'll be trapped in this ball forever. Boom, boom, boom. Comes a giant with a big hammer. The giant shouts, "How great I am!" The giant breaks the rock to pieces with his hands. I take out the magic bag from my ear and then knock on the ground twice. Wonderfully, I become a giant too. We fight with each other. I smash Giant's head with my magic bat. Ah! into a stone. In this case, I wave my hand and here comes a cloud. I jump onto it and say, go! In the end, I win! And the wolf changed into a stone. I almost become a stone monkey. In the end, the huge neck disappears and changed into a golden ball. On the ball, it writes Pokemon. It's an incredible magic ball. With this ball, I can help more people solve the problem. The wonderful journey is very exciting. If possible, I will be back. Bye bye.
Okay, thank you, Ellen. 然后接下来我们要欢迎4号参赛者简浩廷 Austin 为我们带来的故事是 Honesty is the best policy。请5号参赛者施承恩 Brian 请准备。
Hello, everybody. My name is Austin. I want to tell you a story. Honesty is the best policy. Honesty is the best policy. Once upon a time, there was a boy called Jack. He lived with his mother. They were very poor. All they had was a cat. Oh! One day, Jack's mother told him to sell their only cat. Jack went to the market and on the way, he met a man who wanted to buy his cat. Jack asked, "What will you give me in return for my cat?" The man answered, "I will give you 5 magic beans." Jack took the magic beans and went back home. When Jack's mother saw the magic beans, she was very angry. She threw the magic beans out of the window. Jack was very sad and he went to sleep without dinner. The next morning, Jack looked out of the window. Wow, there was a giant beanstalk! He went outside and started to climb the beanstalk. He climbed up the sky through the clouds. Jack saw a beautiful castle. He went inside. Jack saw a giant who came into the room and sat down. On the table, there was a hen and a golden harp. "Yay!" said the giant. The hen and the golden egg. "Sorry!" said the giant. The golden harp began to sing. Ding, 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 ding. Soon the giant all said. Jack saw the hen and the golden harp, and he ran away down the beanstalk as fast as he could. When Jack saw his mother, he told his mother what happened and what he got. He thought his mother would be excited, but Jack's mother was very mad. She said, "Although you don't have much money to live happily, go back to the castle and return him and don't harm all you giant. Honesty is very important." Jack felt guilty, and so he climbed up the beanstalk again and apologized to the giant. Suddenly, the giant turned into an angel. The angel was happy by his honesty. He gave the hen and golden harp all to Jack. Then, Jack and his mother lived happily ever after. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Austin. 接下来我们要欢迎5号参赛者施承恩 Brian 为我们所带来的故事是 Saint George and the Dragon。请6号参赛者游子安 Annie 请准备。
Hello everyone, my name is Brian. Today, I'm going to tell you a story, George and the Dragon. Once upon a time, there was a brave knight called George. George had lots of adventures and he traveled by horse across many lands. One day, he came to a small village and met a man who lived in a cave next to the village. The hermit told the knight about the awful things that were happening there. A terrible dragon had come to live in a lake and attacked the village every day. The villagers didn't know what to do. First, they gave the dragon all their food. Roar! But the dragon just took the food and still attacked the village. So, then the villagers gave the dragon all the animals from their farms. Roar! The dragon took all the animals, but continued to attack the villagers. So, then they gave the dragon all their gold and jewels. Roar! The dragon took all their monies, but still was not satisfied. The king sent his army to try and capture the dragon, but the dragon was too strong, and the knights of the army was too scared, and they ran away. With nothing left to give, the king could only think of one thing to help protect his people. He sent his only daughter, the princess, to a lake to wait for the dragon. When George heard this, he rode and found and go to the lake. Just then, the dragon jumped out from the lake and was going to eat the princess. George attacked the dragon. He felt very bravely. Will fight and kill the dragon. Crash! George and the princess returned to the village, and everyone was very pleased that they would have no more problem with the dragon. Today, the story of George's bravery is remembered, and George is known as the patron saint of many countries. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Brian。接下来欢迎6号参赛者游子安 Annie 为我们带来的故事是 The Troublemaker, The Little Helper。请7号参赛者甄义佳 Daniel 请准备。
doesn't want to share a screen with anyone. Willie bullied classmates very often. His parents or teacher asked him to behave, but Willie still acts very mean to his classmates. No one wants to be his friend. Betty, Lily, and I were asked to team up with Willie to clean up the school ground. We didn't like this idea because no one knew when Willie started to cause trouble. Just as it sounds, when we were busy cleaning the school ground, Willie picked up some rocks and then threw them at our behalf. After missing some time, he hit his goal. He was so proud of hitting the behalf. Ha ha! I'm so powerful! After missing some time, all the bees flew out from the beehive and started to chase us. Ah, bees, run away! Ah, bees, run away! Willie was too scared to move. The bees were just about to sting him. I quickly grabbed his hand and started running. We didn't know which way we ran. The only thing we know was run, run, run! We ran in the flowers, broke the fence, and got tangled up in the water holes. We didn't care and kept running. We fell into a pond and died under the water. Finally, the bees gave up and flew away. Willie and I stood up on the water. We looked at each other and laughed. You look so messy! So do you! After that day, Willie changed. He learned that he should help his friends, not bully them. Now everyone said, Willie, not troublemaker, but a little helper. Thanks for your listening.
接下来我们要欢迎7号参赛者曾毅嘉 Daniel 为我们带来的故事是 Pete the Cat and His Magic Sunglasses。接下来请8号参赛者赖晨佑 Jason 请准备。
Hello everyone, my name is Daniel. Today I will tell you a story about Pete the Cat and his magic sunglasses. Pete the Cat didn't feel happy. He had never been grumpy before Pete said to the cat. One day, Pete made a grumpy talk. I was not grumpy. He said, the cool blue magic sunglasses can make the blues go away. He put on the sunglasses and looked around. Wow, the birds are singing, the sky is bright, the sun is shining, I'm feeling alright. He sent tall for the sunglasses and kept on his way. Soon he thought, Paul didn't feel happy. He said, what's wrong, Turtle? I'm so mad, I'm all upside down today. He said, try the 4 blue magic sunglasses. They help you see things in a new way. Turtle put on the sunglasses and looked around. Wow, the birds are singing, the sky is bright, the sun is shining, I'm feeling alright. He said goodbye. All at the feeling. Suddenly he kept on his way. Soon he saw his friend Alligator. Alligator didn't feel happy. He said, what's wrong, Alligator? Alligator didn't feel happy. He said, I'm so sad. To play with me today. He said, try the 4 blue magic sunglasses. They help you see things in a new way. Alligator put on the sunglasses and looked around. to see things in a new way. Just remember to smile in every day. He looked around without his magic sunglasses. So cool! The birds are singing. The sky is bright. The sun is shining. I'm feeling alright. Thank you for your attention.
好，谢谢 Daniel。下次要跟主持人有互动，请 cue 我一下哈。好，来，接下来我们要欢迎8号参赛者赖成佑 Jason 为我们带来的故事是 The Big White Mouth Frog， 请9号参赛者宋怡珍 Sandy， 请准备。
Hello everyone, my name is Jason. My story is The Big White Mouse Frog. The Big White Mouse Frog. There was a big frog, very big mouth. That frog drove everybody crazy. He was always going up to others and shouting, "Who are you?" Of the big white mouth frog. One morning, he decided to find out what everybody had. He hopped out of his front town, went straight to the zoo, and began to call the animals. First, he met the giraffe. "Who are you? And what do you eat for breakfast?" The giraffe was down. "I'm a giraffe. Of course, I eat leaves for breakfast." The big white mouse frog bellowed. "Well, I'm the big white mouse frog. I eat flies for breakfast." Next, he visited the elephant. "Who are you? And what do you eat for breakfast?" "I'm an elephant. Of course, I eat plants for breakfast." "Well, I'm the big white mouse frog. I eat flies for breakfast." Next, he went to visit the crocodile and shouted in his usual way, "Who are you? And what do you eat for breakfast?" With a sigh, hungry look in her eyes, the crocodile answered, "I'm a crocodile, of course, and I just love to eat big white mouse frogs." "Have you seen any big mouse frogs about?" When the big white mouse frog heard that, suddenly his white mouth closed up and got very, very small. Then he said with a squeak, "No, I've never heard of a creature called a big white mouth frog. Hope you find one. Sorry, I've got to go now." The big white mouse frog housed all the way back to his pond as fast as he could, and at first that he always remembered that sometimes it's better to keep your big white mouth shut. Thank you for your listening.
Thank you, Jason。接下来我们要欢迎9号参赛者宋怡珍 Sandy 为我们带来的故事是 The Ant and the Duck， 请10号参赛者林于杰 Kelly， 请准备。
to appreciate your help. Come on, I will show you something. Sail the dog, let the dog rush the end into the sky to celebrate this friendship. The sail said, every good thing we do for others will come back to us. I think I understand what it means. The story taught us, do to others as you will them do to you. You help someone who has trouble. On the other hand, when you have problems, people will be willing to help you solve it. And maybe if without a special friendship, then you can never meet. Thank you for listening. Wish you a nice day.
Thank you, Sandy. Have a nice day as well. 接下来我们要欢迎10号参赛者林瑜杰 Kelly 为我们带来 Stone Soup， 请11号参赛者张嘉亮 Lisa 请准备。
The older man says, "He this some meat with me is better still." So the older man chopped in some meat and packed it. The older man put it in bowl. "It is yummy," said the older man. He washed the stone and put in hot. "Stay for supper. We can have a soup. Thank you everyone. Have a good afternoon."
Thank you, Kelly。接下来我们要欢迎11号参赛者张嘉亮 Lisa 为我们带来的是 The Angry Girl， 请12号参赛者杨涵秀 Jenny 请准备。
Hello everyone, my name is Lisa. Let me tell you a story. The Angry Girl. In a small country, a little girl lived with her parents. They are very depressed of the girl because of her bad temper. She always gets angry. She always uses bad words to hurt others. She scolds kids. She scolds neighbors and her friends. Her friends and the neighbors avoid several days pass, and the girl can pull out many nails from the fence. The girl is very happy and tells her father about it. Her father asks her, point to the hole and say, "What do you see there?" The girl replies, "A hole in the fence." He tells the girl, "The nails are your bad temper, and they are hammered on people. You can move the nails, but a hole in the fence will remain. The fence will never look the same. Some nails cannot even be pulled out. Your bad temper and angry words are like that. Use words for good purpose. Use them to grow relationships. Use them to show the love and the kindness in your heart." Finally, the girl understands. Angry is not good, and she never lost her temper. Thank you, everybody.
接下来我们要欢迎12号参赛者杨涵秀 Jimmy 为我们带来的故事是 The Sun and the Wind， 请13号参赛者林恒瑜 Sophie 请准备。
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jenny. Today, my story is The Sun and the Wind. The Sun and the Wind. One day, the wind approached the sun and asked, "Hey, sun, who do you think is the strongest in the world?" "It's me, the wind." "Oh, really?" answered the sun. The sun chuckled. The wind said, "If you don't believe me, let's bet on it." Just then, they saw a man walking through the field. See those men, whoever can make it take off his jacket wings. Said the wind. As soon as the wind said that, he started to blow as hard as he could. "What's wrong? Why is the wind so strong today?" said the man. The man held into his jacket tightly. The wind started to try again. The wind blew harder and harder. But the stronger the wind blew, the tighter the man held onto his jacket. The wind said, "Oh, I'm too tired. I can't blow anymore." As soon as the wind stopped, the sun came out. "Okay, it's my turn now. Watch this," said the sun. The sun looked and started to shine as bright as she could. "Why did the sun be so hot?" "Oh, it's too hot," said the man. The man started to undo one button, then another and another. But it was still too hot. So he took off his jacket and threw it aside. The man said, "Oh, it's too hot. See that wind? You embarrass yourself by trying to show off," said the sun. The wind became so embarrassed that he blew away. So this story tells us we can't compare to ourselves. Maybe there is someone who is stronger than me. We should keep a humble heart to do anything. Thanks for listening.
Thank you, Jimmy。接下来我们要欢迎13号参赛者林恒瑜 Sophie 为我们带来的故事是 A Valentine， 请14号参赛者罗宏渊 Stella 请准备。
How was your first date? What did you do? Were you nervous and excited? Did you give a lover a letter to show your feelings? How romantic it is! Well, it's a long story about good girl, and they were fond of each other. He wanted to have a date with her, so he asked my mom for advice. Why not take her to a beautiful place and send her a Valentine's Day? Mom said. Stephen took my mom's advice and prepared for their first date excitedly. He even made a handmade card by himself for days. Finally, he had a first date with his girlfriend on Valentine's Day. Sounds good, right? The date went well at first. Both of them dressed up for the date. They went to Garment with them by bus. They walked along the trails and watched the cute little grass running around. And then they sat on the wetlands, hand in hand. They had a nice talk under the beautiful sunset at the seaside. They chatted about their school lives and their dreams happily. So far, everything was perfect. Suddenly, it started to rain, but both of them didn't bring umbrellas. When I reached to a restaurant, they were all wet. Because they didn't make a reservation, they waited for 1 hour for their table. After dinner, Stephen gave his girlfriend a Valentine. He was looking forward to seeing her smile. But she wasn't happy after she read it. Stephen feels very nervous. Lucy, don't you like good card? He asked. Lucy didn't answer and handed the card back to Stephen. Stephen opened the card and started to read the first line of it. Dear Lucky. Uh-oh, this is the end of Stephen's story. And that's why I'm learning English at Jurassic now. Thank you very much.
感谢 Sophie。接下来要上场的是14号参赛者罗宏源 Stella， 为我们带来的故事是 I'm an Independent Girl。请15号参赛者林丽珍 Selina， 请准备。
Hello everyone, I'm Stella. I am an independent girl. I used to rely on my mom for everything. When I sneeze,
tree. Usually coming to that. I forgot. What can I do? I was the only one who didn't take my homework. Excellent. All the classmates asked her, "Where are we going?" "We are going to buy lunch because school didn't serve lunch today." I forgot. What can I do? I was the only one who had nothing to eat all afternoon. I was too hungry to carry for the test. Thus, I was the only one who didn't pass the test. I was ashamed of myself. The end of the day, teacher gave us homework. I listened carefully and got it done. I didn't ask my classmates about homework. They said, "It's strange to see you interested in homework." After that, I will finish my work without not nagging. I even become the role model in my class. Mom inquired from my chair. "You have been an independent girl. We are proud of you." Mom praised. Thank everyone.
对，我是 Stella。接下来要上场的是15号参赛者林丽珍 Selina， 为我们带来的故事是 The Fox and the Crow。请16号参赛者林佑安 Gary， 请准备。
Hello everyone, my name is Selina. Today I'm going to tell you a story about the fox and the crow. One day, a crow steals a piece of cheese and sitting on the tree. At that moment, a little fox is passing by. Ow! What is that smell? He says. He stops under the tree and sees a crow. I'd like to have a bite of that cheese, he thinks. He looks up at the crow and says, "Yeah, a fine crow. What lovely shiny feathers you have. You are the king of the birds." But the crow hears the cries of the fox. He becomes proud and happy. So he flashes his happily. And the fox goes up. "You must have most wonderful singing voice, king of the birds. Let me hear your sweet song." The crow sings. The fox could be right. I'm the king of the birds. I'll let you hear my sweet voice. The crow opens his beak and begins to sing. Quack, quack, quack. Then a piece of cheese falls through the air. At once the fox runs to it and ate it up. Then the fox and the crow, "Silly crow, that's the worst voice I've ever heard. But most of all, you're the most clumsy bird I will ever have." And thanks for the cheese. He runs off into the woods. Thanks for listening. I'm going to eat the cheese now.
Thank you, Selina。接下来为我们带来的是16号参赛者林佑安 Gary， 为我们带来的故事是 Family。请17号参赛者汪嘉伦 Candy， 请准备。
Good morning, everyone. The story I'm going to share is Family. Family. A man came home from a merry land, tired and irritated. "Hello, Dad," his son shouted. The man was too tired to answer. He walked past his son and sat down on the couch. "Dad, may I ask you a simple question?" asked the boy. Having little energy left from a hard day of work, the man annoyingly replied his son. "What is it, my son?" "Dad, may I know how much you make an hour?" asked his son. "Why do you ask such a question? If you must know, I make $20 an hour for my hard work." The little boy replied with his head hanging down. After thinking for a while, the little boy asked his father, "Dad, can I borrow $10? Having heard the boy's request, the father became furious. "What?" The man raised his voice. "You want to buy your silly toy, don't you? Oh, I work so hard every day. You don't even ask time I am tired or thirsty.
The boy quietly went to his room. The man sat for a while and pondered about his son's request. The man got down from the couch and went to his son's room. Knock, knock, knock. Are you asleep, my son? The man asked quietly. No, Dad, replied the boy. I have been thinking and realized I was too hard on you. Here is $10 you asked for. A rush of excitement came to the boy's face. The boy smiled happily and yelled, Oh, thank you, Dad. Then the boy retrieved under his pillow and pulled out a purse. He started counting the coins in his bag. 1, 2, 3. The man stood there looking confused. Why do you want more money if you already have some? The father grumbled. Yay, Dad! I have $20 now. The boy calmly asked his father, Dad, can I buy an hour of your time? Please come home early tomorrow. I would like to have dinner with you. Always remember money is never more important than spending time with ones that you love. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Gary. 接下来我们带来的是17号参赛者王嘉文 Candy， 为我们带来的故事是 My Lucky Day， 请18号参赛者林天星 Cindy， 请准备。 赛者林姿怡 Alika， 请准备。
Hello everyone, my name is Cindy. My story is also about a movie of a plastic cup. Dear all, I was born in a factory and made into a shape of a plastic cup. Then I was cast in a big warehouse of many other cups. What day is this? Tisha, I got so excited! One day, two grown-men meeting. Noting the shopkeeper filled me up with tea and gave me to Minnie. Within an hour, Minnie had finished the tea. Then Minnie took me to a street. I felt so sad. The next day, I heard a recycling truck coming. I was so happy. Soon I would have a new purse. But nobody saw me. Nobody picked me up. I was all alone. People walked past, but they ignored me. Car crossed me many times, over and over again. I was so sad I cried and cried. I was on the road for many days. The sun, the wind, and the rain couldn't destroy me because I was made to be strong, to last forever. One day, a big typhoon brought a lot of rain. Then I was swept out to sea. Little by little, I broke into small pieces and driven apart. Years later, while I was sitting on the ocean floor, a ship ate me! A few days later, the ship was caught and served as a restaurant. Minnie ate the ship. She didn't know that I was inside it. Now I'm inside Minnie and I'll never have a new version. And even worse, poor Minnie will get sick. Minnie could have escaped from eating plastic if she had either properly recycled the plastic cup or carried her own cup. Thank you.
对，您的 Cindy。接下来欢迎19号参赛者林姿怡 Alika 为我们带来的故事是 Turkey Race。接下来请20号参赛者林峰燕 Albert， 请准备。
Thanksgiving, here it comes. Here it comes. Turkey on the table. Turkey on the table. Yum, yum, yum. Hello everyone. My name is Erika. Today I'm going to tell you a story about the turkey race. Thanksgiving is almost here. Well, who is going to be the Thanksgiving turkey this year? Whomever I pick must be very special. 2 turkeys, Chichi and Bobo, like my friend Rachel has said. It should be me. I'm the gayest turkey of all. No, it should be me. I have a pretty cute feathers. Me. Wait, why don't we have a contest? The winner of Thanksgiving turkey. In the contest, there will be running, dancing, and high jump. Bobo and Chichi won the running and dancing contest, respectively. So, it's a tie. I'll jump higher than you, and I will be a Thanksgiving turkey. Before the next event, Bobo wanted to rest for a moment. Along came from Rachel. I think it's time to be one of them, of my Thanksgiving dinner. What? Thanksgiving dinner? Oh no! Bobo told me from Rachel was the Thanksgiving turkey. They decided to come up with a bet. Here comes the last event, the high jump. Ready? Go! Hey, wait, where are you going? There's one more thing to jump over. The fence. Oh no! Now, what am I going to do from my
20号参赛者林峰燕 Albert 为我们带来的是 The Bears We Know， 请21号参赛者许正义 Justin， 请准备。
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Albert. I come from Taichung Dongshan Jura School. Today, I would like to show you a wonderful story. It's about the bears we know. There is a house way at the end of our road. It's a big brown house with many windows and a long staircase. And this is where the bears live. We have never seen the bears, but we know they are there, and we know what they do. They sleep there every day, and nobody ever wakes them up or tells them they are sleeping late. Because you never wake up or talk about your bears. When they get up, they sit on a long windowsill and drink coffee and a tasty grow up of their friends. They watch everything that grows up and throw whenever anyone gets too close, so no one ever goes. They find old couches at the dump and bring them home. Jumping on them till the springs are gone. That's their exercise. Then the bears close the curtains and watch cartoons and game shows on TV. They don't go to school and they never have to work. They are always lots of empty potato chip bags in their garbage cans. Before lunch, the bears go out to their shed and have a sauna. They wear very tight bathing suits and they sing all the time. Joe and I heard them singing, so we know they are singing about a picnic. For lunch, the bears have vegetable milkshake. They make hot butter toast and hot chocolate. Then they sing very sad song and cry. It's a terrible song, and all the bears cry. But soon, one bear tells a joke or sing a happy song, and they eat some more butter toast and have a good time. Most days, they stay out very late, way past our bedtime. So we never know when they go to bed. So it goes. Day after day, people ask how we know so much about bears when we never see them. Well, some things we just know. Thank you for listening. I hope you are enjoying.
欢迎我们给到会看清楚的留言掌声，我还是很努力把我们的故事一起说完。接下来要为大家带来的是21号参赛者许正义 Justin 带来的故事是 Yelly Kelly。
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Justin. Today, my story is Yelly Kelly. All boys have to use sometimes. Anybody knows that? Like, if you get stung by a bee, or you hit your thumb with a hammer, or some meanie tries to take your set of marbles. But Kelly yelled all the time, not just for important things. He yelled when he could only find a shoe. He yelled when the cereal he liked best was gone. And he yelled when his mother washing his face. Sometimes he yelled, "Mom!" Sometimes he yelled, "Help!" But mostly he just yelled noise. "Kelly," said his mother, "someday you're going to yell too much." But he didn't care. Yelling was fun and it made him feel good. One day, nothing my boyfriend his uncle in the neck hole, along with his neck. What did he do? He yelled. His tenant ship had a knot in his spring too. And he knew about that. It wasn't a hard knot. He could have fixed it himself, but Mother did it. Kelly, she said, I'll help you. Just so young. At the breakfast table, Kelly's father said, Good morning, Kelly. His big brother said, Good morning, Kelly. His baby sister, who couldn't talk at all, hunched up her shoulders and put down her neck like a turtle and giggled. This made Kelly very mad, more mad than knots in his shoestring, and he yelled at everybody, Leave me alone! And he ran outside. Our friend, said father, today is the day to teach Kelly a lesson about all these noise. No matter what, don't answer any yells. That's a good idea, said mother. Just then, there was a terrible yell from the backyard. Oh, no! Mother looked at father. Father shook his head. Remember what I said. Kelly's yelling grew louder. Help! Help! Kelly picked up over the fence to catch a butterfly. And instead of flying back over, he tried to crawl through a hole under the fence. There he was, his legs outside and his head and arms inside, and nobody can help Kelly. He stayed there all day long. After several hours, his father came to pull him out the hole and said, Our friend will learn a lesson. Since that, he didn't yell for no reason anymore. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Justin. I hope Kelly ready to learn her lesson. OK， 好，接下来再次转身欢迎这21位中年级的小朋友。